Previously on the podcast. Dipset. You obviously know who I'm going for.
But if you see their crowd, their influence in the crowd, you got Jim Jones. What if they pulled out their old fits? What if they do shit like that? They're gonna win because, damn, Cam did have the all pink fucking minks. Oh, damn, they did have those BB sagging with the fucking just the bandanas tipped inside. They were doing that to a level where L.O.X never had that type of influence. I don't remember one fit that the L.O.X. I can't even remember a quotable verse from the L.O.X. Name a quotable verse. Name one.
Easy, young man. All right.
Stand by it.
So the battle happened. The Verzuz. You watched it?
No doubt.
You got a new guy, Jeff.
Peace.
He's a L.O.X fan.
No question.
L.O.X
Dipset fan too.
Okay. So it went down, right? How you feel about it, Vic?
I'm going to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I had Dipset going in. And I still stand by it. I still stand by my pick. Yeah, no. I don't want to be like the guy like, oh, no. L.O.X won, like, hard. I think they won before it all happened. I think Jadakiss was 100% right. I think the fight was fixed. I think, first of all, when they walked into the DMX intro, you know how I feel about that. That's the best
DMX intro.
That's the best intro in any kind of walkout ever. If
Tyson.
I was a UFC fighter, that's what I would. Yep. That's Tyson's most intimidating walkout.
We talked about that before.
I stated that in a microphone.
Yep.
When they did that, I wrote it down. The L.O.X walked out. ... May have already won the battle. Like that's what it was. And then they got on stage and already started. He came out in violence. Mm-hmm. Hurry the fuck! Where are they at? Mm-hmm. Hurry up! I said, oh no, this is not good. So we can go through whatever one by one. All I'm saying is overall, I think Jadakiss, because it wasn't really the L.O.X. Jadakiss just art of warred them. He Sun Tzu'd them. Like he knew that that they weren't really taking this as serious. He knew that he can outperform them. It wasn't really about hits. If it was like a regular versus, like all the other verses were, where it was just them in the studio, 3 and 3, and then was just all your hits lined up, it was Dipset was gonna win. When it became performance, I got the room, I got the mic. Oh, I'm gonna flip it on hip hop, and then we're gonna go first, and they took the crowd. And look at like Gladiator in the arena. Once you have the crowd, it doesn't matter. You can thumbs up. It doesn't matter. Cam came the hits. They got the crowd, but it was over. It was over from when they walked out on stage. He said, "Where you at? This is real hip hop," and he really rapped. They don't rap. It was over because he wasn't wrong. When he made it about that, he didn't make it about who are the. When he took it, he told you what it was about. Oh, it's about hip hop and rapping. They're not gonna lose that. That's art of war, bro. He changed what the outcome was. He changed the verses. That's not what versus battles was. He changed it and made it, and that's why they destroyed them. But I wasn't wrong. You put those three in a room and just in a studio with nobody in the room and play their hits. Dipset's gonna win that on the internet, on TV, and L.O.X are still gonna have their L.O.X, but it's not gonna be the same thing. It's not gonna be the same thing. So yes, they won that. Handily.
They won that.
Whatever we saw, whatever we watched, handily they won that. But in a versus battle, what versus battle was when it started, your 20 versus my 20, your 10 versus my 10, Dipset still takes it.
Still takes it.
Now fight me. Beat me up. I don't care. What's up?
All right. Still delusional. All right. What's your overall, Jeff? What's your overall?
But a lot of things happen.
Overall. Just your overall right now. We'll break it down after.
Well, as far as overall, you could tell Dipset they're not a together unit. They took it for granted. Okay. Mm-hmm. They're switching DJ. Cam had a different DJ.
Their DJ was trash. L.O.X DJ killed it. Even in the pregame.
Because they worked on their craft. They took it seriously. You can't come into a bad. This is like could be a career-ending thing.
Stop it.
No, because now they're supposed to go on tour.
Yeah.
How's the crowd going to respond to them after this?
Well,
they have a lot to work on.
When he said
like
career,
a team, after a loss, you have a lot of tape. Now they have a lot of tape.
No, they have a tape
to go back and study and get better now.
They have good mentors now on the bus. But I'm saying
they were on drugs. Cam fell off stage. Capo fell off stage.
Yeah.
I think he's absolutely. I mean, they're not making new music, right? It's basically like when rock stars go on tour, they do their hits. Right. It's basically this, right?
But they're still the highest grossing. Aerosmith or
Van
Halen is still the highest grossing on all tours. Fuck Billie Eilish, fuck Drake. But they still make the most money.
They make the most money. No, I'm talking about greatest hits tours. Yeah. Usually old rockers, right?
That's what I'm saying. But they
have the catalog, but they can still perform all those. There's not that many hip hop performances, right? There's not that many.
Right.
Like R&B, yeah, they still have, Genuine still does tours.
Unless you're
and-
like, did you do the Kanye stage moving or the Drake billing or Beyonce?
yeah, but those are current artists too. You know what I'm saying, like, there's no. But when I'm talking about like LL Cool J, he go outside, he could still do like a Legends tour,
Good
like
show, yeah.
a residency.
which he does. He does.
He does like a residency. Those Diplomats, like how bad that performance was, that could be career ending because like who's gonna want to see him? I agree with that.
rough.
Who's going to pay $200, $150 a ticket to see that? That's crazy. L.O.X. Now that's a performance, man.
Yo,
that's
the price. Fat Joe just said it. He said the price went up. Whatever the
right.
price was for Kiss,
That's right.
yeah, yesterday.
Of course, people forget about Kiss. I'm saying the Fab one, I don't know why. Well, the track listing was off there too when he battled Fab.
Yeah,
But this one's like clear. Like there's no debate no more.
Lord.
But they also should have taken the key that they said, all right, this is not in the studio. It's in Madison
Right,
Square Garden, the
right.
theater at least, whatever.
yeah, and they didn't.
You're gonna be on stage.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they didn't take it
saying?
serious.
Why do you have the full track? Why don't you have a backing track or nothing? They had the full track. Makes no sense. The vocals.
It was terrible. The L.O.X mixed, flowed into the next one,
That was their
song
show.
just
That's
ended,
the L.O.X. When you go
and
to a
then
L.O.X show,
Cam had to turn around. Yo, put that next shit on.
yeah.
No, the other shit. You can't. Come on, you can't. In the middle of the thing, you
gotta
can't.
know. You
Exactly.
gotta
You
That
gotta
was
know. That's a L.O.X show. All they did was do a L.O.X show. That wasn't even like a battle. Like they just did their show.
It was professional. Dipset, what? You can't come into a battle like that with swag and jewels and think you're gonna win it like that because you in New York. You think this is your city.
You
But
can.
if that would have been a battle of that, if it like, because hip hop is about that, so they
It's
could have
about- it's part of
outswagged
it.
the
It's
L.O.X.
part of it.
Because L.O.X don't have like the drip like Harlem,
Right,
so they could have.
right.
But the L.O.X, that's what I'm saying. They Sun Tzu'd them. It's not about that. They jumped on stage and said it's about fucking hip hop rapping. They don't rap their own.
Yeah.
If L.O.X if Dipset would have got on first, I'm like, what are you wearing? Like they tried.
But
what are
Jada
you
came
wearing?
in the Tim's and the shorts.
They
That's
tried.
New York. It was
He
a-
tried to. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's all he
tried
needed.
to. What are you wearing?
Yeah,
then?
exactly.
He tried to, but it
Some
was
Harlem,
already
typical
too late.
Harlem stuff, right?
That's what I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So that can play on the internet. That can play in a studio, but live, that's not going to play.
No.
Especially already when he just grabbed the mic and made it about bars. He said, "I'm war mode
And that's what I come to see.
in Tim's."
That's what
So
you
he
come-
already took
That's
it.
what you come to see. You don't come to see. Yeah, you want to see the fashion. You want to see what they wearing. But when it comes down to it, you pay your money. You want to see your show.
And that's why they won.
And I said from the beginning too, like it depends on the crowd.
Not because of the songs. This is what I was trying to say.
And about the crowd, right?
Uh-huh.
I said it would depend on the crowd,
Right.
Right. And the DJ, was it Technique? DJ Technique?
Yeah.
That's the L.O.X DJ.
Yeah.
When he was playing those cuts in the beginning,
Killing.
dropping everybody was rapping along.
Killing.
I was like, that's it, it's over. And then the Dipset DJ, respectfully, was trash. What was he playing? What the hell was he playing?
He came and played like
I don't know what he was
They
playing.
was flipping DJs.
It was like Lil Nas X, I think he played. He played some wild shit.
I don't know what he was
He played
playing.
something crazy, son. He played something crazy. Then he was like, he looked and nobody like was making a noise. After they
Exactly.
were going nuts.
Exactly.
And he played one good thing. I think I texted you.
Yeah, you texted me like, "What's the DJ?" I didn't realize the DJ switched. I didn't
yeah.
realize. I was like,
He's a
"Yeah, that's
poor
a
guy.
You
Then
could tell
the
the
guy-
song as soon as the song came out. I was like,
Then they
What
caught
is
it on
this?
camera. A white dude came from the back and he like,
yeah.
and then he was like, "Oh no, yeah, he can go." So they switched it back to the other guy.
Yeah.
He played 4 songs. I wrote it down. He played 4 songs, and the crowd went back to being dead. And they had to send. They sent some white dude out, some assistant from the back, and you could see that he whispered in the DJ's ear. The DJ was, and he was like, he thought about it. And he goes, yeah, go. Like and then they switched back to him. That wasn't an accident. He
That's
was
it,
that
like,
bad.
A classic hip hop show, unless you're like Jay-Z and Eminem or Kanye, you can bring out the roots and they do the. It's a rapper and a DJ. That's a rap
the
show.
L.O.X wanted to bring out. They was going to bring out Mace, and they was
I don't
going
know,
to bring
that
out
couldn't
Puff.
fly.
But
That
what
wouldn't
happened?
fly over there, man.
Yeah, but what happened was they said that they didn't want people to say, "Oh, you brought out these people. You had to beat them." So they said, "You know what? We're going to do it by themselves." But they was going to bring out Mace.
Fat Joe was in the crowd.
Yeah.
From New York. He didn't step on stage or nothing.
No,
He
no.
was killing it when he did it.
He
was
wanted to.
killing
He
it.
wanted. You could tell he wanted to be on
Yeah.
stage.
Not that he wanted to be on stage, but that he was just vibing.
Oh, he said it himself. He was about
he
to
wanted
pull
to be
Little
there.
Mama. He said.
Yeah, he said he wanted
Oh,
to
run on
Little
stage?
Mama,
Yeah, he said he wanted to pull
Run
Little
up on
Mama
stage.
on stage. But like I said, the crowd, regardless of the crowd, Dipset just was terrible because they had. We're gonna go over the track listings real quick, real roughly.
Yeah.
The Coming Out song. How do you feel about the Coming Out song?
On paper, I'm fine. It says I'm ready.
I'm ready,
I'm ready. Like, oh, let's start it. I'm ready.
but the actual song those titles, fuck you.
It was a good introduction for
Yeah.
Dipset.
It's just
but they
sorry.
just didn't perform it.
I think
It
And
was an excellent introduction. I'm
and Jada killed fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ready. Yeah,
he killed it, but that's what you need. That's not their biggest hit,
stage presence.
and that's
At
not
all.
even a single. That's not even a single. That's like a B-side to
Right,
Wild Out. I
right,
think
right.
That's what you had to come out. I know they couldn't play Dipset anthem, whatever. They should have played "I Really Mean It" or some shit like that just to start it off.
I'm sorry, I disagree.
You
If
disagree?
their 1, 2, 3, 4 was "I'm Ready," Crunk Music, "Suckin' or Not," and Dipset, Santana's Town. That's a hard 4. They just dropped it.
Crunk Music was number 1, right? Their
No,
first
it's "I'm
song.
Ready,"
Oh, I'm ready.
then
right?
Crunk Music, then "Suckin' or Not." Like if I'm writing on a list, then Dipset. Are you kidding me? I'm thinking I'm 4-0. But they just came out and he killed "Fuck You." Banned from TV is Noriega's song. Are they even on it? Is he on it?
They're on it,
was
yeah.
a
They're on the
mixtape.
remix.
Yeah.
No, they're
I
on the
think it
song.
was a remix, wasn't it?
Nah, that's the regular song.
Banned from TV?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right, whatever. But keep
100%.
going. And then D
was
Block,
hot.
cool. So I gave him "Suck It or Not," but Crunk Music in the studio, they're over. I don't know, bro. Dipset. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And
And-
they already had the crowd. This is not song for song. Those first 4, I'm writing it down. I see those first 4 versus these first 4. I'm like, ooh.
So what happened? So if those first 4 songs was dope, what happened?
But you
That's
gotta-
what I'm getting to.
You got to
That's
think
what
of,
it is.
you got to think why they're dope. First of all, Dipset producers, in-house producers are one of the best.
they got
Arsonists, heat makers, all them dudes. They make good beats. You agree the beats are fire.
Def Anthem beats. Top.
And those are rappers. They're not MCs.
Right. Right.
You know the difference, right?
Yes, it's a big
The
difference.
difference between rappers
It's a
and
big
MCs.
difference.
Dipset, those are a bunch of rappers.
Right.
They just rolled the
Remember,
beat.
Jadakiss used to battle freestyle. Before he got on, he used to battle people. DNY used to bring him to people, and he used to battle people on the street. So he's a battle MC.
He's a battle MC, but overall, he's an MC. He's an MC. The other dudes are rappers.
Right.
Granted, they're
Right.
they make those hits.
Right.
But those lyrics, they did not hold up at all.
At all.
None of the lyrics held
At
up.
all.
Cam has, I don't know what, Cam has classics.
Classics.
Single joints that he could have came out with and didn't come out. They all the other two have verses on popular. Once you play Banned from TV, it opens the door.
Cam
I'm saying
had a verse on Banned for TV. He could have came later on and did his verse. He got
Cam had a
on
verse
that.
on Fantastic Four,
Right.
DJ Clue
Right.
with Cannabis and Pun.
But
know?
you think they have a list, or do you think they're just freestyling?
No,
what
no,
they're
no.
gonna
They
play
had
on?
they had a
List,
list.
yeah.
They went off a list.
So that's what I'm saying. So
No,
just
but the L.O.X had a
approach.
list. I think they had a pool of songs, and they were like in control of when they were going to play the songs.
Right.
I
But you
don't
think
know exactly.
they
how it
started,
did.
so they knew what their first 4 songs were going to be.
Yeah. I believe.
That's all I'm saying. The approach that they came with. So if I'm putting out first 4, like same, like we talked about Spades, I'm not coming out with aces. They Sun Tzu'd them, so they came out hard. Like
Yeah.
they came out with, all right, we're gonna warm them up. That's why he even said, oh, you busted your nut early. Like you came out with all your shit early. But then they were like, all right.
That's also true. But
That's what I'm saying. They just
All right,
came
so
in. They
hold
just
on.
the whole approach was wrong. They came in with a fucking beach chair. Cam didn't even stand up the first 2 songs. Like they
It was
came
a
in,
show.
the whole approach was wrong. They lost already. They already lost.
That's a fact.
So also it has nothing. I'm telling you, the first 4 songs just on a studio is different. It was the whole performance when they walked out, the whole crowd. It was gone. It was over.
I did a track
It was
list right
over.
before the battle, right? Just my predictions, 20 tracks. Like 19 out of the 20 were played. I put like Mighty D Block 2 Guns up there. I was like, I thought that's not gonna hit. It hit harder than
Hit hard.
it hit hard. Like I didn't think that was gonna.
Bro, they already had the crowd. Anything he said, anything he
no,
played.
it was early. This is like the 3rd song, right?
He had the crowd after "fuck you." He had him after
that's
he
true.
said "get the fuck on the stage." He had the crowd. They booed Dipset on the way out.
But
Well,
if you got 20 songs and you 4
it
songs
was more than
down,
20 songs. So.
You a super group. You can't win the crowd back. You're supposed to be able to bring the crowd back in.
Oh, they did. They went on a 5. They won 5 in a row. They went on the streak.
You think Dipset won 5 in a row?
Hell yeah.
What you think about that?
If you're playing by the songs,
Yeah.
By the matchups.
I even said it. Like they had definitely at least 3 in a row.
Okay,
At
so
least
what's the
3 in a
versus
row. I don't know about 5.
Is it about? Was this about who got the better songs, who got the better songs and performance, or what is the criteria?
Respectfully, that shit is not organized at all.
No.
Like they didn't even
What
know
is
who's going
Versus
first.
supposed to be?
Like yeah, nobody established what it's supposed to be. That's why I was confused when we were trying to like do predictions and shit.
So like I had a grid here. So this is what I did. Because versus usually goes, you go, I
Right,
go,
right.
you go,
Yeah,
I go,
right.
20 rounds.
Right.
And whoever wins each round. So it's back and forth. So if maybe I had 3 in a row, but I misplayed when I hit my best songs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's on me. So I figured, and then L.O.X went first. So L.O.X played, I played, who won that round? L.O.X played, I played, who won that round? And it was cool for like the first 5 or 6, and then they started doing like
Melodies.
yeah,
Melodies.
not melodies,
Medleys.
Yeah. Then they started doing medleys. So I started keeping track, and then it was like 2 medleys.
Yeah, it was hard to keep track of what songs.
So in that, there was like 16, 17, 18 rounds, and then they just started going nuts.
But also,
I
like,
had them winning like 4.
yeah,
It was tough.
I had
A
them
tough
4.
four.
Okay, so overall,
So they swung it back. Pause. They
yeah,
swung it back,
Yeah.
but it was too late. I told you
Pendulum.
he changed about what we judged. He changed it. He said, "Oh, we can out rap them," but the L.O.X always had that. You know what I'm saying? He changed it to about that. It wasn't about that. It was your songs versus my songs. That's what.
So you're saying
started.
if Dipset performed their songs A1,
Oh yeah, if
They
it was
would've
no
got
they made it about rapping on a microphone, which L.O.X always. That's not even a conversation.
But what
L.O.X
is it
always
about?
had that.
that's why I said about the criteria. Like, there was no set definition. There should have been a host.
Every
You know?
other verses was about songs. It wasn't. They just started.
Yeah, but
making-
also
it was your
it-
song versus my song.
Yeah, but
think
those,
this was
those are
kinda
individual
different,
artists, though.
Yeah, I think this was kinda
individual
different.
artists. This was
So your group versus my group.
Yeah.
but not even groups. Dipset is, like I said, Dipset's not a group itself. Like, if they played strictly L.O.X songs,
Do they have an album together? Do the Diplomats have an album together? Do they have a group record?
Yeah.
they're not a group though.
Okay.
But they got an album together, though. They got Diplomat album together, though.
Nah, but like hell, Rel pops
Yes.
in, J.R. Ryder pops
Right,
in,
right,
you know,
right,
all this.
right.
It's not
It's a lot
if
of-
it was
Is Wu-Tang a group?
Wu-Tang is a group, yeah. No, Wu-Tang, that's tricky. They are a group.
See, you're
technically.
doing too much. They're a group.
No, they're a group.
L.O.X
Yeah,
is a
they're
group.
a group.
Diplomats a group.
They're a
They're
group.
groups.
Yeah, they're groups.
All right.
Wu-Tang is the biggest group, obviously. There's
Okay.
like,
So people hop in. That's what I'm trying to say. Pause. Like they're groups. They're just rap groups.
but not an established group.
Oh my god, bro.
Who's unestablished group? Wu-Tang?
I got Diplomats.
No.
I guess he's trying to say.
Yeah, no, Diplomats are an established group.
No,
They're
no, what happened? They all established group, but what happened was Cam messed their whole group up, man. That's why J.R. Ryder's not there. That's why Hell Rel's not there. It broke up because they are not a tight. They're not tight anymore. They're not like that anymore.
You can tell L.O.X are they're really they grew up. They know each other.
Right.
Yeah.
They kick
And they're
it.
still like this.
Yes.
They're still like this. So I mean,
'Cause I just think when I think groups, I think of like the L.O.X, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Outkast, Mobb Deep.
right.
I think those are groups.
Right.
They're established groups. When I think of D Block would be the same thing as Dipset, but
Why would you say that?
D Block is the group. Is like the
Like the
collective,
label almost.
The label almost, yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Because you got, I mean, Bully, Kid,
Like quality control. Like Migos is all
J-Hood,
quality control.
exactly.
Migos is the group.
Exactly. And if we were sticking on, that's why I couldn't come up with I was like, is it only L.O.X songs? But then Banned from TV is a Jada verse. I mean,
Right.
it's a Styles and Jada verse. And then, so that opens the door up for all of Cam's solo joints.
Right.
Which he did some.
Which
Right.
He did some. He
didn't
did
do-
some. Ironically, he did the Rockefeller ones.
Yeah.
You know?
But they weren't hitting. He even tried to freestyle and they booed him off the
they
stage. He had to
booed,
laugh. He
yeah.
said,
Yeah.
Do you think
and
they
they
were
did it
stopping
again.
or I think he forgot his lyrics, honestly.
I think he forgot it once
he
and
forgot
then he
it
tried
once.
it again and
Yeah.
then once and then they started booing him and he was all right. I'll stop trying.
that was the most respectful boo I heard though. It's
Yeah,
not like
it
they
was
booed him off
like
stage.
saving him. Like boo, stop. This
Yeah.
is terrible, bro.
Right,
Boo.
right. They're trying
Next.
to save
Yeah,
him
that
because
was
he
like
from
the
the
nicest
town.
boo I heard because like
Because
yo,
they didn't want to boo him. It's
I
Cam.
know
Who
that
wants to
shit
boo
broke my
Cam?
heart, man. It was cringy.
But I didn't.
like,
I was at home like, next.
man, killer, man. It's just I can't see him go out like that,
Next.
man. That was hard to watch.
He
that
was
part.
sweaty, just harder to watch than when. Did you see when Capo flew off the stage?
Fell off the stage.
He was hot.
I mean, like I said, I was watching it, and if you're just watching it, you don't know if it's summer or winter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you mean?
the
you don't know
leather-
if it's
the leather
summer or winter?
outfits.
Look outside.
He had the
I know
leather
what
outfits
you
on.
saw what they were wearing. The L.O.X is wearing shorts and t-shirt and
Right,
Timbs, right?
right.
Standard.
Yeah, but,
Jim Jones was in a full leather suit under house lights.
yeah, but it's Jim Jones, baby. What do you think he's gonna wear?
Fucking Joel's had like how many tops he had
Cam
on?
had a full purple mink with a full Russian purple cap 20 years ago. You don't think it's gonna get worse?
That
Come
was
on,
the
so what do you
evolution.
expect?
That's the evolution.
Yeah,
That was the evolution.
Yeah, he's just
That's
grown
a
her
good
now.
point. That's a
guess.
good point, man.
I guess. It's,
The evolution. What you see with the L.O.X, you saw them really set the criteria and the standard of what hip hop stage presence is supposed to be when you perform. That's when I want to pay my money and say money well spent.
That's not wrong.
And
That's
that's
100%
straight
right.
up.
they represent